just 19 days into the new year and the onslaught has already begun. I mean, just days after the Dominar 400 having dominated all the headlines and proceedings, it's now time for its racing cousins to crash the party. So why don't you guys strap yourself in, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and please, for the love of God, turn on the notifications so that I can get you all the dope on the 2017 RC lineup. So first off, let's start off with the big brother, the RC 390, because it has got a decent overhaul. For 2017, it comes in an all-new livery. As you can see, it's a lot more orange, a lot more signature KTM orange to help distinguish it from its predecessor, and stand out it does. It may seem a little too loud for a few people, but I personally love it. I think it looks bloody good. So along with the new avatar, it also gets quite a few new practical bits like adjustable clutch and brake levers to facilitate easy reach for fingers of all shapes and sizes. I think it's a really cool touch. Also, then you have the seat. The seat cushion is now 12 mm thicker to enhance comfort, but the seat height is still the same. Then you have the slipper clutch. We have already seen it on the Duke 390 and it finally finds its way on the RC. The clutch is not only lighter and easier to operate, but also prevents rear wheel lock and hopping even on the aggressive downshifts. And then you have the biggest upgrade in the form of ride-by-wire throttle, which has been installed to improve rideability while still meeting the stringent Euro 4 emissions. But think about it, it also opens up quite a few new avenues in terms of aftermarket performance modules like traction control or even an auto blipper perhaps. And then there's another thing, just like on the Duke 390, the throttle on this, the throttle action is also a lot shorter, which means you have access to full power that much sooner. And then you have the brakes, an area where the old RC clearly needed some work. And that's exactly why now you get a 320mm disc at the front as opposed to 300 on the old model. We are told even the brake pads are now sintered, and also the piston diameter in the master cylinder has gone up from 12mm to 13mm, which basically means you'll have all the stopping power that you need. And I cannot wait to test it during the first ride. Another problem which the old RC had was the belly pan scraping when the leans would increase. Now that should no longer be a problem on the 2017 model, considering that the underbelly exhaust has now given way to a side-mounted Euro 4 spec exhaust. And that basically means that the belly pan now is a little raised and also a little shorter in length, which means you should have more than enough cornering clearance. Now how the Euro 4 exhaust affects the performance of the RC, that we'll need to see, as the curb weight has gone up as well. And while the tires are still Metzeler's, the ones which we love so much, the ones on the new RC though get a lower speed rating, which is a H rating. On the flip side, this set of tires will also be a little easier on your pockets, but how it actually affects the performance, that I'm really curious to find out. So yeah, those are all the changes, and you get all of this equipment at a price hike of just 12,000 rupees. I have no idea how Bajaj does it, but they have obviously done it again. And then you have the RC200. Unlike its elder brother though, there is not much which has changed here, other than obviously a 2017 paint scheme, which is a lot more angelic than sinister. It's a lot whiter and looks pretty cool. But other than that, they have persisted with the underbelly exhaust. You still get the same MRF tires, and lastly, it still doesn't get ABS as an option, which is a bummer because I think the RC200 with ABS, at least as an option, would make it into a much better complete package. But there you have it guys, that's the brand new 2017 KTM RC lineup, and if you have any more questions, please hit us up. Until then, we're going to wait anxiously to get our hands on these babies so that we can get you the first impressions. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao.